Alright gang, welcome back to a playthrough on Zielonka. You joined me, it is now March, and we're underway here, giving a bit of second application of fertilizer to the field we drilled in the last episode. There was evidently a miss right there, a big line, but oh well, we'll gloss over that for now. I didn't realize that when I was drilling it, but again, when we were doing that, give me a second here, gang, I gotta move the microphone a little bit, it's off my face. When we were drilling it, we saw how difficult it was to actually see the different textures to know where we have and hadn't been. But I thought I checked the map, but I guess I didn't. So, in any case, we're moving on. It's not a huge loss, so we're not that concerned with it. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. Things are going well for the most part here. Now, I don't know how many more episodes we're going to have in this series. We're going to get to at least 10, but I'm kind of thinking it'll probably be 12 again, like we talked about. I'm not really enjoying this map as much as I thought I was going to. So, all the other maps, I say all the other maps, I have played before, but I had never played this one. This one kind of came out right when I first started doing videos on YouTube for Farming Simulator. Well, I guess when I started doing them on a more consistent basis than what I had been before. So, this is kind of a newer map for me, and I don't know. The more I play it, I don't really like it as much as I thought I was going to. I thought I was really going to enjoy this map, and it's okay, but I don't know. I just something about it just doesn't feel like a Giants map. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe I'm just crazy, but just doesn't feel right. I do not need to clear up any space. I must have something on. I must have something downloaded in the background. Sorry, gang. Apologize for that. So today we've got to fertilize this field, the second application, which we're almost done doing, as you can see. When that is done, this field, which is all the weeded up field, is ready to harvest. Now, I already have the trailer and a tractor over there ready to go. I've got the harvester out. We just got to get it over there. We haven't yet to use a generic cereal crop harvester yet on this series. No, that might be a lie. I don't know. It's been a big gang, so just bear with me if we have done it and I'm blanking on it. Bear with me, but I don't. Maybe we did. What was in here? No, potatoes were in there. So yeah, we have yet to do it on the channel yet. So exciting to finally use the big, massive case we have. It shouldn't take any time at all, given the size of this field. It's not a very big field by any means. So turn that off. Let's jump into the case. IH Axial Flow 9250. I've already got it hooked up to the header, so we just got to get it over there. Man, this thing is a behemoth. It's taking up more than the road. More than this. It's just a small little road, to be fair. It's just a little track, but in any case, it's significantly larger than that. Now, I probably am going to have to turn down the road we just came and kind of set this off to the side over there, because I don't really think there's enough room for me to turn around with the header on this. So, kind of dropped off the sprayer in the worst spot, really, I guess. But I think we can utilize this grass right here that nobody's touching or nobody's using here. Now, I think I still might have to move it because the header's probably going to be too large, but alright, so we need to turn on, let's see. There we go. Alright, let's unfold this thing. No, wrong thing. Fold this one. Alright, and we are underway. So again, don't expect this to be a very good yield at all. We're not going to get a lot out of this. This thing is weeded up to no end. We had a slight chance at one point, probably where we could have sprayed it and maybe got a little bit more of our yield, but kind of lost track of that. So we just kind of left it be. Left it be there to be weeded up, and not a very good yield for us, but that's okay. And this is a very, very nice harvester. I really like this harvester. That's good. That's really good. So I am dropping straw. I don't really specifically have anything for the straw. I don't even necessarily know if we'll utilize it. Maybe we buy something for it. I don't know. But I'm dropping it anyway, just mostly out of habit and just in case I decide to do something else with it, which I'm kind of leaning towards utilizing something for the straw. I don't want to do bales in this series. Well, at least not on this map. I don't want to do bales at this point, so it's going to be some kind of production. Probably a production we've utilized before. But we'll see, right? We'll see. There's not much really you can utilize with straw. So, yeah. Probably something we've used before or we're already using somewhere else. Or we just put down a BGA, which again, we're using those else places. But we put down a BGA and put the straw in there and turn it into electricity and digestate and all that stuff, right? Yeah, things are good. So let's get going on this, gang. This was going to be a pretty short time lapse, I think. We'll do a couple time lapses in this series, or the series. Talk strazy. This episode, we'll do one for this, then one whatever we figure out to do with the straw, and then we'll probably re-drill this field today too, because we don't have anything else to do. If we look at the map, there's nothing else for us to do today. We're just waiting on things to be, ready to harvest. And at current, this is the only thing we got. So let's jump into this. Let's get this done. Again, a quick short time lapse here. I'll think about or figure out what we're gonna do with the straw. We'll pick that up. We'll probably have to buy something. Pick that up, and then we'll get the re-drill in this field. All right, the field's done, gang. So I went ahead and put down a straw processing plant. Now, I have utilized this previously on my other channel before I flipped and started making all my farming videos on this specific channel. And I saw recently, I didn't really watch the whole video, but I saw recently that Crust2 had made a post, and I think he was using it in our Pioneer Challenge, I think. Could be wrong on that. And he was having some issues with it. Now, I also had those same issues, but if you just turn it on auto-selling, it works. But it won't spawn anything like you would expect. So, let me kind of show you what I'm talking about. Let's get back to the farm here. Or back to the yard, I should say. And I'll show you. So we made a straw processing plant, which basically it'll make like straw hats and other straw type of accessories and items. So we're going to utilize that for our straw processing. So I put it kind of, well, I guess the way I was going to word that isn't really how I was wanting it to come off, but I kind of put it closer to the main road. You can see it, well, you almost could see it's gone now, but you can see a car in the very, very far distance there. Trying to make, there you go, there goes car. So up by that road, you can see it right over there. Trying to make it look a little bit more, I don't know, realistic, I guess, where it's, you know, close to the main road. We'll leave it right there for now. Let's put this away. Really, really like this harvester, though. That was really nice. I'm going to reline that up. Good Lord, Z, that was terrible. Alright. Done. So let's walk over here and see it. We also put all of that wheat into the barn over there, so we've got to get something set up there, running all of that wheat, so we actually make something with it. But this is it right here. Oh my gosh, I put down the wrong one. Hold on, gang, hold on, I put down the wrong one. There's 2 buildings look exactly the same, and while I was messing around, oh, that was fun. Hold on, let me find it. So many different mods in here. This is the one I picked down. There's one that's a straw processing one, and this is the one I need. Luckily, it looks almost identical. See what I'm talking about? Okay, that made it a little bit wider too. Whoops. Oh man, that really screwed up too. Oh man. Well, we don't really go to the front, so I guess you're just going to have to use your imagination on that. I screwed that up. Whoops. In any case, you get the point, I guess. Right? Very similar buildings. And we'll just kind of clean this up a little bit, and we're going to call it good enough for now. I'll try to do some more cleanup work off camera, but you get the point. Okay, good enough. So you drop the straw here, and then the problem with this one is, though, it doesn't. No matter what straw accessories and straw crate. No matter what I can do, what I do, I cannot get these things to actually populate. So we're just gonna put them on selling. It does require water, which means we're going to have to bring some water over here, which will probably upgrade our water tank as well, just to make it easier on ourselves a little bit. I'll probably also do a little bit of extra work between here and here since we have this fence, right? Try to probably remove part of the fence there, just to make it easier, because we're going to have to. Since we're going to be utilizing water for this and for over there, we're going to have to. Ooh, we're storing, wow. The corn is completely full over there? Really? That means we get to swap that to something else too. Oh man. Things are going nuts here. Yeah, it's full on corn, so we need to flip to something else. What do we want to make now? Turn the corn off. Alright, we'll do sugar beets, that's fine. We'll turn on the sugar beets. And we want to do distributing. And sugar beet sugar. That's what we want. Boom, on. Okay. Man, we got a lot of stuff going on here, don't we? Whew. Lots and lots of stuff happening here. That outside greenhouse is a little OP, I think. A little bit OP. Selling, perfect. Alright. We'll leave those there for now. Eventually we're going to have to move those over there. But so off camera, I'll do a little bit of that work. While we're here, used market, nothing really out there for us. So let's just buy a loading wagon. Or a forage wagon, whatever. We probably don't really need that big of a one. This should be sufficient. Let's go with this one. Michelin's. We don't... I'm not going to worry about the silage because we're not really going to do any silage here. This is just going to be for straw, so... So I also flipped during that time lapse over to the JCB here as well, mostly because the JCB is much faster, right? I love that case, but as far as pulling the trailer and moving it around, this is a much better tractor to utilize that for because it's double the speed, so we can get things done faster. To and from places at a much faster rate. That guy just did a U-E. Came down here and just whipped the U-turn. And we're underway. So this shouldn't take too long at all. It's only like 6 passes, basically. But we're going to fill this sucker all the way up as much as we can, at least. And we'll go dump it in there. While we're on the path here, once I get back going here again. Let's figure out about... Well, actually, hold on a second. Let me wait till I'm going the other way in case I get distracted in the menu for too long. I don't run into that field and waste some crop. We don't want that to happen. We're almost full already. Maybe I should have got a bigger one. Alright, there's going to be bits of it that I missed here, but that's fine. So, let's look at water tanks and see if we can find a bigger one that would be sufficient for us. We kind of probably going to go with an unrealistic sized one here, like this one. We utilized this one already, but in another series, but yeah. Alright. We got that now, that's good. I missed a big chunk of that, so I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, so we got a few more passes here that we're gonna have to do on this gang. So let's throw another time lapse in. Let's get this done, and yeah, we'll see where we're at. All right, gang, we got the worker going here, trying to get the rest of this field done for us. While that's occurring, we're going to jump into the Colossus here. We're going to grab the water tank. We'll unload the rest of the water if there is any water in there. I don't recall if there is or not, but if there is, we'll unload that. Then we're going to go take this one back up to the shop, sell it, pick up the new one, and go from there. Now, there was a little bit of straw I did leave on the field itself, but it's not anything too significant, so I'm not that concerned about it. That just screwed that all up right there. Oh boy. Gonna have to damage the trailer a little bit there so I can get this hooked up. Hopefully. Let's go at it from a different angle here. Nope, that ain't working either. Oh boy. We're in a bad spot. Well, I said I was going to remove some of those fences anyway, right, off camera and work on that a little bit. So let's just go ahead and do it now. That way it'll just make it easier on us. I think something like that should be sufficient. Leave the rest of the fence there. But we can kind of combine this a little bit. Yeah, there's nothing in it. So let me get it back up here to the shop. We'll grab the other one. We'll bring it back down here. All right, we're back here. I went ahead and filled it up too, just from the lake over there. Looks like some pieces of equipment that allows us to fill it up from the lake and others didn't. As you saw the last one, it would not allow me to do that, so but this one does for whatever reason, so we're gonna go with it this time. The rest of it we can fill up from our water tank thing, whatever you want to call it. Now I thought the marker was here. It is here. There it is. It's just a very tiny window. Alright, so it's full already. This tank obviously is very unrealistic. I'm really going to have to work on the land over here. That's kind of driving me insane. I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it or not, but we'll see if we can figure out something. So, that should be filling up nicely. It's going to hold a lot of water, though. I think that's probably enough water for now. So we'll just drop that off. We can go put this away. Again, like I said, I'll work on touching up or fixing up this area, hopefully between now and the next episode. If not, it'll be the following one. I'm a little behind. I've mentioned that in a recent playthrough. I'm a little behind once again on my videos, so trying to get them caught up. Hopefully for a while I'll be able to get caught up here and hopefully have enough going before I head out of the country for a while. We talked about that, right? That's five-ish weeks away, something like that, so hopefully I can get that all done and caught up before that occurs. So that way we have a constant flow of videos. There's no break at all, hopefully. So we just got to get the rest of this field done here, then I need to do the fertilization on it. And we need to spray it with herbicide. Now, what's likely going to happen here, gang, is because I don't think anything will be ready to harvest in the next episode. Possibly potatoes, but I doubt it. So we'll probably skip a month at a minimum. Probably, you know, we'll skip all of April and come back in May. Because we're allowed to do that in this series, right? We're allowed to skip months and just kind of jump until something's ready or whenever we're ready. And what that typically will mean is that I'm going to do the second application of fertilizer and the herbicide off camera, more than likely. I guess I could do the herbicide today. Well, I might do the herbicide today. So just the second application of fertilizer, I can do that off camera between now and the next episode. I don't want to make an episode just to only do fertilizer and one pass of fertilizer, one pass of herbicide, especially with our sprayer. It's so large, it would be a less than a 5-minute video, really. So I don't really necessarily want to do that. So we'll just kind of do that off camera and you know, get to a point where there's something exciting happening, like harvesting a field and then being able to re-drill it and all that stuff at that point, right? So that's what we're going to go for, at least. and, well, we're going to hope for the best. So let's fold this sucker up. We can go ahead and put this away. I can do that here in a second. We'll jump into the sprayer now. Get the field sprayed with the fertilizer, and then we'll probably spray with herbicide too, like I said. Why not? This shouldn't take long. It should be 3 passes, probably, maybe 4. But it'll be quick either way. If it is 3 or 4, it's still going to be quick. Now, I might have to fill this back up. I probably should have did that before I came over here. We might get lucky, actually. We're going to get lucky. Because we've only used 1%, and we're a good portion of the way through. So, yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be all right. Now, I've been mentioning this a lot lately. I'm going to mention it again here. Just if you happen to be watching now and you're not subscribed to my other channel, I'd appreciate if you go give it a follow, subscription. It would help me out a lot. Trying to get to 1,000, and we're close. So, all the help I can get. Very much appreciated there. Do a lot of fun stuff over there. A lot of different challenges, playthroughs, upload trailers, things like that as well. So, fun stuff. I love doing challenges, and we do some pretty unique and fun challenges over there too, so. Alright. One more little pass here. We can drop down the spray width as well. Save ourselves a little bit of fertilizer. Had plenty in here. Don't know why I was concerned. Had plenty. It's not going to be dropped down all that much, though. It's actually still pretty big width. Alright, that is done. Let's fold this up. Let's go unload this. Let's load it back up with the couple of IBCs we have laying around with herbicide, and we'll be right back on this field and get it done. And we're underway. So again, this won't take long. It's going to be very similar to the last one. You know, 3 passes basically, and we're going to be done here. And yeah, we'll after this, well, like I said, we'll probably jump to May, unless something's ready in April, but I don't think it will be. Even if it is, we might still jump to May. That way we maybe have a little bit more, you know, to do. A little bit more going on. Because we're getting close, actually, to the end of this series. Well, of this map of the series. Like I mentioned earlier on in the beginning of the episode, right? So, we'd like to get some more stuff done here before we close out. And we got to have a lot of fields we're going to have to harvest to be able to do that as well. So, real quick little series, well, I guess part of the series, a little map towards the series, because I want to spend a lot of time on Silver Run or Silverwood Forest, whatever the heck it's called. I always forget the name. I say that to you guys all the time, but I do. I always forget the name of it. And then we have the aggro map as well, which I don't know for sure if we're going to do that one at the end like I initially anticipated or not. We probably will, just because of the size of those fields, but I think we have enough money now where it's not really a concern anymore about the size of the fields being so large, right? I think we have enough money that we could get the big equipment that would be required to really, well, not necessarily do that map, but, you know, do the map the way that I want to do it, where I'm able to do relatively normal-sized episodes and not have hour and a half long episodes, if at all possible. That's kind of been one of our goals here on this playthrough as well, of just playing through the campaign maps and a bit of a story type setup, is to try to make them, you know, shorter, 30-ish minutes at most, which I've been trying to do that on a lot of my actual episodes, if I'm honest with you. That's just basically what YouTube tells me I should be doing, so. Any case, ranting, rambling, getting off topic a little bit, but we're done, gang. So we're going to leave the episode there. I'll get this put away, get that put away as well, and we'll catch you all in the next episode.